TEFL hub in Thailand.
Okay, so I'm Joe, I'm from London, and I've been in Bangkok for 6 years, my 6th year teaching.
How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's great. It's obviously the weather's normally nice, right now not so much, but normally very hot and very interesting, always something new to see, delicious food. It's very easy to go on a holiday at the weekend. We've got lots of long weekends, lots of different Buddhist holidays. And yeah, it's a very nice lifestyle. So if you want your own apartment in the sort of Sukhumvit area, you're looking to pay 15,000, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
Depends on how new the condo is. Generally, the newer condos, you get a nicer room, but it's smaller, but then you get nicer facilities outside the room.
Sure,
Yeah.
And that would be like one bed?
For a one bed or a studio,
Yeah.
You can save a little bit of money on a regular teacher salary, like with your rent and your living expenses, but you couldn't really save enough that it would be a decent amount of money to take back to UK or Europe or America. But if you eat street food and you go for the more local bars, then certainly you could eat very well and drink very well and still save a fair amount, which you might use up for holidays or you could keep, but it wouldn't be an amazing amount over a year.
Yeah. So Joe, how much would you say is like, an average teacher's salary? Very average.
Okay, so if you when you first start, if you do it through an agency, you should, in Bangkok, you should be looking for at least 40,000 a month. You might get accommodation allowance or some other health insurance, but then for someone with UK qualified status like PGCE, then you're looking at about 100, 150, and then between that there's 150,000 a month. And then between that, there's various levels. There'll be bilingual schools, or there'll be a church school, or an English program, or international school that's not fully accredited. And then there's a range of salaries in between that as well. Yeah.
And Joe, I just want to ask you just some average prices of everyday things that you think. So, a beer. How much would you say?
So if you're going to have in a Thai style bar or khao san or a street bar, you shouldn't pay for a big beer, like over a pint, you shouldn't pay more than 100 baht, maybe 80 baht, let's say.
And your dinner?
Street food, most meals will be between 40 and 60, depending on what it is. Yeah. Well, per dish, then you could obviously you can get 7 dishes because it's that cheap.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I haven't asked you yet, but about transport. So I know you have a bike.
Yeah.
How much have you bought your bike?
Yeah.
How much?
So I bought it for 15,000. It wasn't new, but I got it. I can't remember the website, but I got it through a Thai car selling website.
Okay.
But to buy a new one would be about 50 or 60,000. But then once you've got it, the road tax is not very expensive. I can't remember how much. And the same for insurance is very cheap for the year.
Yeah.
And then for petrol.
Oh yeah, filling up.
Yeah. So your tank will be about 2 litres, and for me, I've got quite a short commute. It's about 10 minutes, and I only actually use it twice a week now because I've started to cycle. But that will last me probably 2 weeks. And that includes like going out in the evenings, and I go and play football a couple of days a week, and yeah. So it's
How much?
yeah.
How much?
Sorry, I didn't say it was 100 baht to fill up. Yeah, the petrol is very cheap. Yeah, very cheap. Yeah. So for social life, we get lots of holidays here, like Buddhist holidays, and we get the Western holidays as well. And most schools will give you a few weeks at Christmas, and you'll get quite a lot of maybe 6 weeks in April. April's obviously in April and March. And so you can go out of the city quite easily. There's cheaper options like buses and boats, or you could fly to Koh Samui, or you could fly to Phuket.
The flight's like quite good value around in and around.
Yeah, so you can get a return flight for maybe about 4,000 to Phuket or to Krabi.
Okay.
And so that's about £80. Which, if it's sort of a 3 or 4 day weekend, it's quite good. I'd say. Yeah. Well, you find obviously Bangkok's huge, but you find that you keep meeting the same sorts of people. And so you tend to run into people again and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like